do not mind the terrible background. I am ventilating wherever I can because it is terribly hot outside today. However, today I have reached 20,000 subscribers. You're not used to me acting like this, are you? No. Okay. I'm usually a little bit more of a cool guy. However, I am very happy right now. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to celebrate the fact that I have reached 20,000 subscribers, and this entire video is kind of like a thank you, a massive thank you to you all. I will be thanking each and every one of you, and to kind of grant you guys the 20,000 thank yous, I will be making a den. Like a cozy little celebration den for y'all. It will be an inside den for now. Worry not, I will also be making an outdoors den at some point and make a tutorial about that as well. But for now, it is too hot outside, so I'm gonna do it right here. And while I make my den, I expect you guys to make a den as well. If you made one, do surely like post it anywhere on social media and tag me in it. All of my socials are down below if you want to tag me, because I do surely want to see the results. I want to see all of those little cozy dens that I just want to snuggle up in and be cozy with you guys with. Yeah, that wasn't even English. And I'm very curious to where it will bring all of us. Tag along as I start my journey. Before I start with anything, it is of course very important to note, please prevent fire hazards. It is not hard to cause a fire hazard when you are building a den, so I highly recommend you don't use anything that has open fire, for example candles, but also heaters may not be the most safest thing to bring along in the den. Mostly any device that has the risk of getting overheated, for example, is also not something you may want to do. And it's fine to put such devices in there so long as you do give them the free air to kind of cool off. So for example, if you have a TV, that's fine, but be sure that the back isn't covered, for example. And of course, very important is not to place any blankets or pillows over outlets, because that's also a big fire hazard, of course. So step number one is to decide a place where you want to make your den. For most of you, this will probably be in your bedroom. For me, this will be in my living room because my girlfriend isn't home right now, so I'm just gonna make it right here. It seemed a little easier. Step number two is to make a little bit of a plan. To be able to make a den, you have to make something that is over the head, so to speak. So you have to put a blanket over your head somehow and keep it upright. So you will need a couple of tools in order to do so. So think beforehand on how you want to tackle this challenge and kind of think to yourself, I will need this equipment and that equipment, etc. What I recommend for you to use is blankets, all kinds, either thin or thick, pillows and cushions, all of your stuffies, objects that will help keep things upright. So for example, a diagonal roof or a lamp or a couple of chairs, for example. Anything is possible, really. I also recommend making use of those clothing pins. I'm not entirely sure what those are called. Anything that will help make your den beautiful and cozy and just very nice to want to snuggle up in, etc, etc. The next step, if you want to base the den off of a Therian or kin type or any non-human creature whatsoever, you may want to look up what those dens look like. Most dens kind of look the same, especially from forest animals, etc. It is just the size that is usually different, but some dens may look a little different. For example, gorilla nests aren't exactly holes in the ground. They're rather just a lot of leaves piled together to make it cozy for the gorilla itself, as well as their babies, of course. And birds, for example, also make their own nests, which are rather made out of branches and stuff. So, for example, if you have a bird Therian type, you might want to place the cushions in such a way that it becomes round, so that you actually have something that looks similar to a nest. So look up your Therian type and kin type specifics and we'll go on from there. For me, of course, I identify as a black-faced wolf, which means that I will be making a wolf representing den. You will want to make a surface. So for example, you will want to place a mattress or a couple of pillows inside so that you have something to sit on or to lay on. Start by placing the things that will potentially hold up any blankets, for example, and then put the blankets over it and make sure that it actually works out and that everything is covered. And after that, you will want to decorate your den however you want to. So you bring your plushies, you bring your fairy lights, you bring your plants, you bring anything that reminds you of your natural habitat or anything that reminds you of your natural den, and then just place it in there, fine tune it a little bit, and then you should have a den. I did it. Oh my gosh, it's so cozy in here. It's absolutely crazy. I brought like my favorite plant. I brought all of my plushies over here. I'm gonna make some close-up shots in a bit, so you guys can have a better look at this wonderful place. I even made sure that the blankets were over the TV so that I can watch some TV. And I'm honestly very excited for that because it just looks really great. I'm so excited to just hang out here. I think I might do a live stream here actually. I mean, you can actually like lay down like a wolf. So what I basically did is I used the pillows of both of my couches as a ground floor. At first I was thinking of using a mattress, but our mattress is way too big for our living room, so I ended up using these pillows instead. And I put this enormous blanket over it that we use for the bed, which is very cozy. I love it. I want to sleep here now. I used my old tripod, I used some kind of lamp, I even had to use a rope in order for this to remain in place, otherwise it would fall down. That's how the blankets basically stayed up, which was really nice. And then I placed my pillows and my little plushies inside, and now I'm very happy. If you are able to keep this inside your room for a while, I definitely recommend doing it because it's so cozy. It's a little warm though, so keep that in mind. If it's like midsummer, just like it is for me right now, then it might be a little hot. I'm actually sweating a little bit because of it, but that's okay, I guess. So yeah, to wrap up this video, I want to thank you guys so much for 20,000 subscribers. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. I am actually really enjoying myself in here, and I hope you guys are too. This is like our cozy place right now, and I made this specifically for you guys because if it wasn't for you guys, I would not have done this, to be honest. But it was a really nice experience nonetheless. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please leave a like down below or maybe comment down below, or if you have any critique, you can also comment down below, of course. And if you really like my videos and want to see more in the future, perhaps consider to subscribe. And I'll be seeing you guys in my Therian territory in the next video. Bye. A massive thanks to my Therian territory members Bloody Toomey, Daphne's Den, Scar, Shadow the Wolf, Arden Zephyr, Cowbit, Thomas, Foilo, and Waita. Join the Therian territory membership for early access, extra features and content, and more personal contact with me.